Okay, we're about to go and do some final tinkering for today with N8N, but I do want to set your expectations about APIs, costs, integrations, and all that stuff, which is so core to the time we're going to spend together. I want to say that we're going to do a ton of different integrations, and some of them come with costs. They are all optional, and you are always in control first and foremost. You should make decisions about what you want to spend money on and what you do not. There's no need to spend anything at all, but it is with you to make that call as you go. I will give you the alternatives. You can do some research to understand which you'd rather do. If you want to spend a couple of dollars on something like OpenAI, then you should do so. If you don't need to do it. There'll be plenty of alternatives, and you can always go and look for other integrations that will be free that will be an alternative to what we do. So please do keep that in mind. N8N, the cloud version that we're going to use in weeks 1 and 2 for simplicity, because it's so quick to get up and running, has this 2-week free trial, at least for me now, and then it becomes $24 a month. But in week 3, we're going to move to self-hosting so that it's free and running on your computer, but it's just slightly more technical, so I'm waiting until week 3 to get there. If, however, you want to do that from the get-go, then you absolutely can. Just do it. If you know what you're doing, you're already a bit technical, then just do the self-hosted version instead. You can check out N8N's docs, and they're perfectly clear. And then I want to say again that all of the integrations that we do are optional. You can always switch it up for a different integration, and almost everything we do has a free tier. One of the exceptions is OpenAI. OpenAI, which we will use in a second. We're going to set up an account with it if you don't have it already. It's extremely cheap to do most of what we will be doing. But they have this thing that they need to take a minimum upfront of $5 balance that you then do like a pay-as-you-go against. And for some people, that's very tiresome. And you don't need to use it. You can use OpenRouter as the swap-in replacement at all times on this course. Use OpenRouter. It's free, as you saw. Now, OpenRouter, the free models, they have some rate limits, which means that there'll be a point when it might complain and throw an error, and you'll have to wait a bit of time and come back and try again. So there's stuff like that you'd have to get used to. And that's the life of being on the free plan. If that bothers you too much, then you might need to spend that $5, get your OpenAI balance. And I would suggest, if you can, that this is something, OpenAI is the one to pick because it's so common out there. So many of your clients or potentially future clients or future employers will be interested in hearing that you've got some OpenAI experience. So it's the one to try out. Of course, any of them are great. If you'd rather use Anthropic, which is my personal favorite, then for sure do that. Or if you like Gemini, which also has a great free tier. If you go direct to Google, to AI Studio, you can absolutely do that. All of the models work basically exactly the same way in N8N, as you will see, and you can pick whichever one you feel most comfortable with. We'll be setting up OpenAI next for people that want that, but you can also stick with OpenRouter. And yeah, so do have OpenRouter as your free alternative. We used it earlier. You can use it again and pick any free model or a paid model if you'd rather. That's also an easy way to be trying out different models. Go through OpenRouter. And please don't feel like you need to stick to the integrations that I will be covering on this course. The great thing about N8N is that there's so many integrations to choose from, and you should try and pick up the techniques, how do you go about setting up these integrations, and don't just apply it to that integration, but see if you can't apply that to different integrations, to experiment yourself, to try new things. The documentation is also terrific with N8N. Every integration is really well documented, so you should be able to take this in a different direction, and that's the best way to learn. The best way to learn is not to do exactly what I do, but try and take it in a slightly different direction. Make it work doing what I do first if you have any problems, but then go off, experiment with something different, do a different integration. There's going to be so many to choose from that you'll be able to take this and solve all sorts of different problems. And that is the joy of it. And it's also where the true expertise is built. Okay, with that, let's go back to it. Let's go and do some experimenting. Okay, first up, we're going to set up an OpenAI account if you don't have one already. And this is super optional. If you'd rather stick with OpenRouter, absolutely, we could do that. So the website to go to is called platform.openai.com. Platform.openai.com. Here we go. Here is platform.openai.com. And if you don't already have an account, with this, not the same as ChatGPT. ChatGPT is a subscription account. You can either have ChatGPT for free or you can pay a monthly amount. That's not what we're doing here. We want to have API access so that we can connect to the model, to the LLM itself that sits behind ChatGPT. So we're not coming into the product, we're coming into their underlying models. That's why we've gone to platform.openai.com. And I'm pressing the sign up button if I don't already have an account, and it's allowing me to create an account, and I can carry on with my Google Auth or with Apple or Microsoft, or just go with an email address, and I will go in now with Google to set up an account. And I'm coming in now for the first time with my Google account, and it's then going to ask me a couple of questions like date of birth and stuff like that, which I will go through, and then I will see you on the other side. So the first thing it wants to know is an organization name. And if you're just doing this for yourself as part of building your skills, you could give it your name with education or something. So I'll say Abadana Education, and then you can put down whatever you are, a business professional, whatever best suits you, and then create that organization. You can invite your team later. And actually, it's got something right here to set up your key immediately, but I'm going to press, I'll do this later. So we go through it, and you would then want to go through this screen to set up your credits. I'll also show you how we do it through the other screens as well, but you can just quickly do it here. I'm going to press, I'll buy credits later. And we are now here inside the OpenAI platform with our account set up. And again, I hate to belabor the point, but I do want to make it really clear that we are in the OpenAI platform. This is our path as professionals to connect to the underlying AI to build our own products. This is different to ChatGPT, which isn't platform.openai.com. It's like chatgpt.com, which is a product. We're going to make other products a bit like ChatGPT ourselves, and our products and ChatGPT both connect into the underlying AI. That's what we're looking at here. It's the platform. There's no monthly subscription. There's an amount that you pay, a very small amount, every time that you make a call, a request to the AI. And that amount is typically measured in fractions of a cent. Each individual call, very, very cheap. So the two steps you need to do at this point, one of them is setting up an API key, and one of them is putting your $5 minimum balance on there. And you may have done both of those as part of the welcome flow, but if not, that is what we will do right now. First of all, setting up our API key, which you do by going to the settings menu up here. Now we're on our settings, and you click on API keys right here. And we're now looking at API keys, and there's a button to create a new secret key. That's the name of an API key. That is how, when we're in N8N, we'll be able to identify ourselves to OpenAI. And now I'm going to press the Create New Secret Key button. I leave it owned by me. I give it any name I want. Ed Key. Select project. I choose default project. You want to do nothing fancy here, otherwise you might get problems later. Keep everything normal, all permissions. You do everything normal, and then you press Create Secret Key. And when you press that, it comes up with the key, and you now copy this to your clipboard by pressing this button, and then you put it somewhere safe. You paste it into somewhere where you store these things, like a notepad, being sure that you don't use any kind of fancy editor that's going to try and make characters look nice and add long hyphens or anything like that. Use something that's very simple, or just keep this copied so that you can paste it into N8N in just a second. Copy it and don't put anything else in your clipboard because we're about to use it. And then you can say done. And in case you're copying down my key, I'm going to press the delete button right now. You can create as many keys as you want. If you ever have a problem connecting to OpenAI, just come back here, create another key. There's no harm. Revoke any old ones, create another one. They are easy to create. That is your API key. Keep it safe. And you are welcome to stick with OpenRouter if you don't want to spend money. But if you want to use OpenAI, you do need to give them the $5 balance. So the way you do that is, again, you're on settings. Here we are in settings. You come over to the left here to billing. You click on billing. That makes this a bit bigger for you. There we go. You come to billing, and then you have to press the add payment details. It says here, it does not reflect your status of your ChatGPT account. ChatGPT, totally different. This is using the API to connect and run the LLM. add payment details, we press. This is where you would set up your credit card and put on your $5 minimum balance by going through this. Once you've done that, you'll be able to top it up with your $5 payment, and be sure to have the auto reload set off. Auto reload is saying, when I've spent my $5, should I come back and automatically add on another $5? You don't want to do that while you're starting out, not until you're really comfortable with what's going on. So keep auto reload off, put your $5 on. Now, I note in some countries, it can take some time before OpenAI clears that. So it may not work immediately. You might need to wait until the funds have definitely been cleared and the OpenAI has them. You can see billing history to get any information on that. So be sure that you are happy that you have gone to billing history and that you can see that you've got your $5 on there, and then you should be ready to go. By the way, you can see other things here that might be useful for you. If you go to usage, you can track how much you're actually using it over time. You can see how you are spending against your $5. And I suspect you will spend at a very slow pace. It's super cheap to use this unless you scale up to lots of users. And for good API hygiene, it's always useful to keep this bookmarked, come back to this usage page, take a look at what you're spending, and only top up your account with the amount that you're comfortable with. The very worst case you can imagine is that you might somehow accidentally spend all of the amount you've topped up. So be sure that you keep that to a number that you're comfortable with, and always keep an eye on your usage. That is a good best practice. Okay, with that, you've now set up your OpenAI account. You've got yourself an OpenAI API key. You've put your $5 minimum balance on there. We are now ready to go back to N8N and build an AI agent that connects to OpenAI and does stuff. Let's go.